Residents of Lekki and Victoria Island of Lagos are still recounting their experience following the downpour over the weekend, which caused flooding on major roads and streets in the area. Those who spoke to Environment Today blamed the incident on blocked drainage channels, rising sea level, as well as climate change, which they say could spell doom in the near future if not checked.
We have been told that the classic symptom of climate change is more intense rainfall during a shorter period of time, heavy rain. So we're getting the results of the climate change, considering that 2016 was the hottest year humanity has ever recorded, and that was right on the back of 2015, which was then the hottest year humanity had recorded on the back of 2014. Climate change is very, very real, and it is increasing quite rapidly because of global warming, which is being instigated by over-carbonizing the atmosphere. We're polluting and poisoning the atmosphere. We're messing up with the intricate systems that God has put in place to create things like steady rain.
A visit to Lekki, Victoria Island, Victoria Garden City and Ajah Axis revealed that the flood is gradually receding but has dumped all manner of waste on the roads and streets, making the environment filthy. Environment experts are asking the federal government to wake up to its responsibility of protecting the country's coastlines, which have constantly been under threat of erosion.
In places like Lagos, especially the Lagos coastal areas, particularly those coastal areas that used to be mangrove, they used to be swamp or potopoto, as some people would say, wetland areas, which have been sand-filled. You now have a far bigger problem to tackle with, because these wetland areas were part of another intricate system, which was a drainage system for those occasional times in days gone by when you would have prolonged rain and you'd have an accumulation of a lot of water. The wetland areas would absorb it. Most of Victoria Island was actually a mangrove swamp. The vast part of Lekki, especially phase 1, phase 2, all the way up to almost Ajah, was a mangrove swamp, which in days gone by had been sand-filled. It's not that you can't sand-fill wetland areas, but when you do sand-fill these wetland areas, you should take into cognizance the role that these wetlands have to play. They're not just there as a potopoto, they're playing a vital role in terms of drainage systems.
The Lagos State government has asked those on wetlands to relocate to higher grounds until the rain ceases to avoid flood disaster.